This video is brought to you by the EA Game Changers Network. G'day guys, how's it going? It is JarradHD here. Welcome to episode number 6 of our Manchester United Career Mode series for FIFA 19. And we have a massive episode coming up for you. A massive game to kick things off as well. It is the Manchester Derby away against Manchester City. But quickly lads, I'd like to explain something before we get into today's episode. So, as you guys all know, I've said it throughout the opening the opening 5 episodes, that I was invited out to Germany, out to Berlin, to capture early FIFA 19 content thanks to EA Sports, and once again a big thank you to them for that. However, today's episode, you might have already noticed when you looked at the table, but our position is the same, our points are the same, but the teams around us are not the same, and that is because this is the first episode that I recorded on day 2 out of 3 of the capture event, and I recorded the first 5 episodes on day 1, and this day 2, a few of us career mode guys came to our consoles and realized that our save files had been completely wiped. They'd done a few things overnight to add a few more cards on for the Ultimate Team lads. Yes, once again, thanks Ultimate Team for ruining career mode for us, but we were getting onto our consoles, and I think it was myself, Masterbucks, Official FNG, we all realized that our save files had been wiped, so virtually I had to spend the first 2.5 hours of day 2 going through, simulating every game that we played in manually to make sure we got the exact same record, we had the exact same transfers, but obviously I can't control every single game of the Premier League season. I can't control what might have happened in, let's say, a Cardiff versus Bournemouth game, if you understand what I mean. So our position, our record, everything Manchester United related, except for our injuries, is back to the way it is, but everything else in that terms is a little bit different, so it shouldn't affect the series too much, but I just thought I'd do you guys a common courtesy and let you guys know about that in case you checked the Premier League table or saw that Lukaku is playing and all that good stuff. But we're going to get into the gameplay now. Hopefully that little rant I went on, not rant, just that little bit of information hasn't spoiled the series. I don't think it should. We've still got a lot to do in this season, but we are going to start off the second half here against City. We tried to clear the ball with Smalling, a very awkward angle, and instead of pressing X to clear it, or square on PlayStation, I ended up pressing A or X on PlayStation, and it fell right to the feet of Ilkay Gundogan, and not surprisingly, the German midfielder punished us there, as he should have. Tried to clear that one away with Chris Smalling on an awkward angle. Unfortunately, Manchester City get that goal, and now as we head into stoppage time, a very dull second half. They're going to get the result here. We put it out for a corner with David De Gea, but unfortunately, our first Manchester derby in charge of Manchester United results in an unfortunate 1-0 loss. Overall, I feel like City did deserve the win, but just that one little mistake of not being able to clear the ball correctly has cost us big time here. We lose 1-0 to Manchester City, ending our decent run of form we had going there in the Premier League. I think it was 3 or 4 games in a row without a loss, so definitely frustrating to lose there to Manchester City, but we're going to look to hit back here in the second game of today's episode, taking on Crystal Palace at Old Trafford. Smalling retains his spot despite giving away that crucial turnover there. Fellaini coming into the midfield. I did go on last episode about how good he was for us in the midfield, and I have dropped Alexis Sanchez. Sanchez is someone I'm considering very strongly about selling in the January transfer window and maybe upgrading the left wing spot a little bit, or maybe playing Martial a bit more on the left wing and maybe getting some new centre backs like Harry Maguire, or going in for a new centre midfielder. We'll see what we can do as the season goes on, but we have a big game coming up here against Crystal Palace. Need to get back to our winning ways, need a dominant performance like we had against Everton, and we're going to go early there. Willian been on a bit of a goal scoring run for us so far. I think he had 5 goals in the opening 5 episodes. He had a shot saved there, and we get very lucky, a shot off the post, and then it falls right to the feet of the Crystal Palace attack. Thank God Valencia was able to get there in time, but Zaha, former Manchester United player himself, going through our defense, and a beautiful save there from David De Gea. Look at this from the reverse angle. At first I thought it just hit the post, but David De Gea, he's been very hot and cold for us this season, but that is a great reflex save, sticking out the feet, hitting it off the post, and keeping it at a 0-0 scoreline. But Crystal Palace, a very strong start to the game here for Roy Hodgson's men. And we're looking to hit them on the counter-attack, however. Lukaku playing this one through to Messi. Again, another one of our players, like Willian, that has been on a mad goal-scoring run. And he continues the goal-scoring run as Leo Messi hits on the counter-attack and sees us get a 1-0 advantage over the Eagles. What a beautiful counter-attack there. Lukaku, a lovely assist. Lovely run, and I honestly haven't scored too many counter-attack goals this season. The counter-attack I thought was dead in FIFA 19, but my god, it worked out well for us there. But again, our lack of ability to clear the ball almost cost us. Thank god we played out the back and see ourselves on the counter-attack again. Messi stretching to put that one through to Willian, and the Brazilian running through here. Patrick Van Aanholt chasing. He cuts back. He finesses it first time off the left foot. What a finish from Willian, Arjen Robben-esque. What a finish. The cut back inside. The first time finesse off the left foot. And we double our advantage once again off the counter-attack. The counter-attack working out so well for us in this game. And we head into the second half now with a 2-0 advantage. Crystal Palace looking to get back into this one though. Maximilian Meyer tackled there from Lukaku. I'm loving the work rate from Lukaku so far in this one. Messi, a nice ball over the top. Martial, a nice touch. Martin Kelly doesn't have the pace. Martial, one-on-one, goes for the finish, but unfortunately hits it too close to, I believe, might have been Julian Speroni or Wayne Hennessy. Yeah, it was Wayne Hennessy. No, it was Guita. Oh, okay, I didn't even realize I was saying Guita, but it's 2-0 still in this game. 87th minute. Probably the last opportunity here for Crystal Palace. Wilfred Zaha unable to find the back of the net there. Saved from David De Gea. And we're going to get back to winning ways here. Honestly, a game that I didn't think we deserved to win. Crystal Palace threw everything at us. They threw the kitchen sink at us. But some great performances, most notably from David De Gea, sees us get 3 more points in the Premier League, continuing to climb up the Premier League table after a pretty slow match. And I think our next game in the Premier League will be against Southampton, so I'm pretty excited to see how we go in that match at the end of today's episode. But we have a very crucial Champions League game here. It's against AS Monaco, and we're looking to get back to winning ways. I believe we did play Monaco for our first game in the Champions League. We got a win there. And then we got a loss against Bayern, and then a draw against Inter Milan, I think. And I think we already had a game against Inter, which we won 2-0. So a win here would be massive. A win here would just about see us get through to the Champions League knockout rounds, if my memory is serving me correctly, with a game still to come against Bayern Munich. So we're rocking a very strong side here heading into this one, and looking to get off to a strong start, as in the 3rd minute, or the 4th minute now, we do hit them on yet another counter-attack. Willian, a lot of space to move. Looking for some support, a couple of ball rolls, which I've got to say ball rolls are so good this year. But Lukaku, oh, he showed some great strength there. Unfortunately, his headed opportunity cannons off of the crossbar. That is so frustrating, so frustrating. Would have been great to get the lead there, but again, we're not able to play it out from the back effectively. And what is that? They score that headed opportunity. David De Gea saved us in the Crystal Palace game, but you've got to ask questions of that there. He didn't even go up. It was just down. Very frustrating. Great header there from Grandison, I believe it was, or Grandisser. But to be 1-0 down here is not what we were after in a must-win Champions League game. We need to try getting some goals back, but it's been all AS Monaco in the last few minutes. Ronnie Lopez going through to Jovetic. It falls. Some good blocks all around. Falcao! Another good save there from David De Gea, making up somewhat for the goal that he let in, or the goal that was let in earlier in the first half. But we're still on the attack here, trying to get a goal back before halftime. Messi running straight through past Glick. We see Willian. We lay it off to Willian. Willian the touch. Willian the shot. Save from Subasic. Got to be doing a lot better from that position if we want to get it past the Croatian goalkeeper. But into stoppage time here. Fred, the flick, the shot, and in the end, it was a pretty tame shot, but I definitely want to score a few goals this year in the flick goal situation, the flicks up situation. They can be so overpowered once you learn how to use time shooting. But Luke Shaw in the 70th minute here, running right down to the touchline, goes back to Lukaku. Lukaku going to Messi. Messi taking a touch. Messi with a shot. Again, right at Subasic. Is it going to be our day? 73rd minute. It goes in there, Pogba header into the ground. And unfortunately, that is the last highlight for the game. A big loss there. Hopefully it doesn't define our Champions League campaign. We definitely want to be going deep in the Champions League this season. A 1-0 loss to AS Monaco. Not what we were after at all. And the last game against Bayern Munich is going to be huge. we'll probably need to beat Bayern Munich if we want to get through to the round of 16, which is pretty worrying scenario to be in. But we're going to have to put our attention back on the Premier League here. We've been good in the Premier League lately, but this is not a good start at all. Adam Armstrong starting here, I believe it's Adam Armstrong, starting for Southampton, giving them a 1-0 lead. We equalised through Alexis Sanchez. Lukaku injured yet again. Hopefully he's not out for too long, because we only just got him back. But with 10 minutes remaining in it, are we going to be able to steal a result here? No, we are not. It's going to be a 1-1 draw against Southampton. Definitely not the result we were after. But that's not the great way. That is not a great way to wrap up today's episode. So as you can see here, a massive episode coming up next. Arsenal, Fulham, Bayern Munich. That is going to be massive. We're not going to be playing the Hull game because that isn't the Carabao Cup. And of course, we got eliminated by Arsenal. But then having to restart the save, we got through to the quarterfinals. But I'm going to ignore that completely and make sure we lose that game. But anyways, fellas, that is where episode 6 of the Manchester United Career Mode series for FIFA 19 is going to be wrapped up. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you leave a like on the video. Make sure you scorpion kick that subscribe button down below if you are new around here. It has been JarradHD here. I am out. Peace.